Hello, Kevin Fixler with LaxWorld.com here at our location in Denver, Colorado. I'm going to be teaching you how to string a lacrosse stick today. To start, you're going to need a lacrosse head, a piece of mesh, of which there's many different varieties. Today we'll be working with hard mesh, 2 sidewall strings, a longer string, which will be our top string and also our bottom string, and then some shooting strings. To do that today, also, you're going to need some scissors, and a lighter also helps. To begin stringing a lacrosse head, you're going to need to break in the mesh piece. After we've done that, we're going to go ahead and attempt to attach it to the head by using the top string. First, you're going to fold over the top piece of the mesh, and you should have 10 diamonds across, again with a standard hard mesh. So once we've done that, we're going to take our top string, put the mesh aside for a moment, tie just a standard knot, just a loop. Make that tight. We're going to go through the lacrosse head, grab the mesh, again where it's folded over, through one of the diamonds. I'm going to put the top string through. And now something to note is there's millions of ways to string a lacrosse stick. We're going to show you one specific way today. And this is one of the most tried and true ways to do a top string. So first, after getting the first loop through, we're going to double back and go through again. We're going to cinch that real tight. Your top string needs to be the tightest string on your lacrosse stick. Then go through the first hole on the plastic, then through the mesh. Again, very tight. Through the second, actually what's the third hole on the mesh. Back through the plastic, and then we have a loop that's been produced. So then we're going to go back through that loop. Again, as tight as possible is best. And then we're going to do the same thing 3 more times. To the second hole of the plastic with the, let's see, that's the 4th and 5th mesh hole. Then we're going to go to the 6th and 7th mesh hole with the 3rd, then the 7th, 8th with the 4th, and then we're going to, at the end, attach the last loop here, the 10th mesh hole, to the last piece of the plastic. Once you attach this last hole to the head there, you're just going to tie a standard loop, just like we did across the other side, mimic that. Lock that down as tight as possible, and then we're going to leave ourselves a little bit of adjustment room, cut that string, and we're left with a bottom string here. And then we're going to take our lighter and burn the end. So after we've attached the top string, we're going to go ahead and string up the sidewalls here. So grab one of the 2 sidewall strings. Okay, we're going to count 10 diamonds down the mesh. Most people, I would say, string from the top of the head down, whereas I learned this way. And again, there's many different ways to do it, but this is the way that I'm going to show you. So go 10 diamonds down, count down. Happens to be this one, we counted already. Go through here, okay? Then we're going to go through the plastic. Okay, just like that, create a loop, pull tight, go back through underneath the string. Get that one out of the way. Tie it, and then we're going to do that up the entire way. Once we've attached the 2 sidewalls, as you see here, we're going to take the excess string from the top string, which we cut earlier and burned, and now we're going to do the bottom string, which is going to go right here. So we create a standard loop like we did before, create that pretzel, make it tight. And what we're going to do is go through the furthest to the right of the 4 holes, go through there, and then we're going to go on the next rung down on the mesh. So we're going to go through that, we're going to go 1, 2 over, then we're going to go back 1 more and do it again. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to go out from the end of the mesh, and then we're going to connect it from the back side under here. And we're going to tie it tight to where a ball can't get through there. Just with another standard knot with the pretzel. Then we're going to trim all our strings and we're good to go. Once we've got all our strings attached and the mesh piece attached to the head, we're going to go ahead and start with our shooting strings. We're going to put it through one of the uppermost holes up at the top of the head. We're going to pull it all the way through to where it's even on both sides. Close enough. And then we're going to go put the back string all the way through. So we'll go through the first hole of the mesh, second hole, towards us, third, fourth, and again, all the way across. Then we're going to grab the front of the string. We're going to then start the over-under process is what I like to call it. So first we're going to go over the piece we've already established, pull it tight to where it looks like that. Then we're going to, on the back side, go under, essentially the same thing. We're going to do it all the way across. Once you put the shooting strings in there and trim everything up, you're all set, and that's how you string a lacrosse stick.